enhanced. It's like it's, anyway. So, Judge, on Mr.
All right, so hold on. You're Dalvius Williams, and this is 25 DCCR 0176. Mr. Williams is charged with injury to a child, elderly, or disabled individual, and what is the announcement?
Your Honor, Mr. Williams, and I filed the motion in this case after I explained and sent Mr. Williams a communication explaining what he was subject to in terms of punishment and what the state has indicated their enhanced punishment range and a motion to accumulate coming on a jury trial. He immediately told me he did not want me to represent him because I don't show his best interest. He would like to fire me. So
You're court appointed, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
You don't get to fire your court appointed lawyer. You can fire someone you hire. Mr. Wilkerson is an excellent attorney. He handles many cases for all of us here in Jefferson County. If he's advising you of whatever your situation is, then your situation is what it is. So we can go through and what you're charged with and make sure we're all on the same. I feel like we've done that before because we've already had a plea bargain rejection, but let's do it again. It looks like you're charged, it's a third-degree felony, which means the punishment range is between 2 years and up to 10 years. However, it looks like, has there been, I don't see a notice filed of extraneous, but are there some that you
Yes.
anticipate filing?
yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Smith?
Yes, Judge.
Two prior state
There's
hearings.
there's a third degree. Excuse me, Judge.
Hold on just a second while they get this figured out, and then I'll let you ask any questions you have, okay?
No, come with me.
So, Judge, there's a state jail for criminally negligent homicide. There's another state jail for attempting to take a weapon. And then there's the third degree that Mr. Smith mentioned. There are no other TDCJ convictions.
So the third-degree felony conviction, if true, would enhance your punishment in this case, if you were found guilty, to the second-degree range of punishment, which is between 2 years and up to 20 years. Do you understand that? Okay. And it looks like we previously did a plea bargain rejection, and at that time, the third-degree felony was checked off instead of the second-degree admonishment. But I do want to make sure you understand today that if you go to trial, and if that conviction for the third-degree felony, the state jails don't enhance you, but the third degree would to a second-degree felony range of punishment. It looks like that rejection was for a 4-year term in prison. Is that still the offer?
That was the offer as of this morning.
Okay, so the offer is for 4 years in prison. You already said that you didn't want that. If you want to change your mind after discussing your options with Mr. Wilkerson, then we can take care of that. If you don't, then we'll set your case for trial. Mr. Wilkerson will prepare for trial, and we'll get it taken care of as quickly as possible. Yes, sir.
There was one more thing. The state had indicated an intent to file a motion to accumulate. He just had an 8-year sentence on an MTRP.
If you recall, Judge, we had a contested motion to revoke probation with this as the allegation. We proved that up. You gave him an 8-year sentence.
Okay.
So that 4-year sentence that we had offered today was to run concurrently with that.
Okay.
If he rejects that, then we will file a motion to stack whatever he receives from the jury in this case on that 8 years that he's already served.
So I want you to understand, so the third degree conviction, is that something other than the conviction The revocation, or that's the one that,
The revocation was for a, injury to a, no, that was,
the prior conviction that y'all are talking about, that third degree,
That's on the MTRP,
that's on the MTRP.
yes.
And so, does everyone agree that timing, though, the conviction of that,
I see what you're saying. I don't think that one does, but I think the 2 state jail felonies bump it up to a 2.
they don't do anything. State jails don't do anything to a TDC case. And if I convicted him on an MTRP after this offense date, then he wasn't convicted on the offense date, and so that doesn't make it sequential. Am I right?
I think you are right, Judge, so I do think it goes to the,
I don't disagree that there could potentially be a cumulative request, but I don't think it would enhance his punishment, because I think it has to be a prior felony conviction before the date of this offense. Help me out, am I right? I'm looking at all the lawyers, everybody.
I think
Yeah.
you are, Judge. Yeah.
Okay, so forget everything we just said. The range of punishments between 2 years and up to 10 years in your case. The state's offered 4. You can take your 4, you can go to trial. Mr. Wilkerson will remain your attorney. So what do you,
I want to go to trial.
Okay.
And I want to see what is the outcome if I can get my own lawyer.
well, yeah, so you have the right to hire your own lawyer at any time. But because you're in custody, we're going to move forward with your case. I'm clearly going to appoint you someone. You're not just going to sit in jail without a lawyer. We're going to make sure you have representation, and your case is going to move along. So if your family or you has the funds to go hire someone, then by all means, you need to get them hired,
Yes, ma'am.
and they can substitute in, and they need to get ready for trial also.
Yes, ma'am.
Until or if that happens, if it doesn't, we're going forward, case will be on the trial docket, we're gonna move forward. We're not gonna keep putting it off for that to happen.
Yes, ma'am.
If it happens, great, but as of right now, you're rejecting the 4. I also wanna make sure you understand, Mr. Smith, is there any reason to believe that that offer of 4 would change?
no, Judge. And in fact, we had offered to dismiss the case against the co-defendant in this case for his plea in this case to run concurrently with the time he's already served. In fact, it would be for less time, so.
Okay, so I do wanna make sure you understand that there's not gonna be any new offers. It's the offer remains what it is, no matter who your lawyer is.
Yes, ma'am.
And that there is the potential for anything you get from a jury to be stacked on top of that 8 years that you already got. We'll get it set for trial. You can go back with the bailiff. And so I am going to deny the motion to withdraw. And explain whatever needs to be explained, not today. Good morning, sir. Are you Derwin Cooley? And Mr. Cooley, the best you can, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? All right, thank you. And so, Mr. Macon, will your client waive the formal reading of the motion?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Cooley, we're going to go through this motion to revoke your community supervision and get pleas of true or not true to those allegations. In cause number F16-26460, I have a motion to revoke your community supervision. Looks like you were placed on probation January 3rd of 2023 for obstruction or retaliation, a third-degree felony, and that was a 10-year sentence that was probated for 10 years. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to print this out. I'm just having a hard time reading on the screen. It looks like count 1 alleges that you violated your probation by committing the new offense of tampering or fabricating physical evidence with intent to impair, August 9th of 2025. And is that true or not true?
That's untrue, Your Honor.
Mr. Cooley, I just need Mr. Cooley to plead true or not true to the allegations.
Okay, they have Jefferson County on the motion.
Okay.
And I believe this is referring to an arrest in Dallas County.
Okay. We can,
It is Dallas.
all right, does the state, do you want
We would
to,
move to amend that to Dallas.
any objection to
There's no
that
objection, Your
amendment?
Honor.
Okay, so then, Mr. Cooley, So the allegation in count 1 is that you committed that offense of tampering or fabricating with physical evidence with intent to impair August 9th of 2025 in Dallas County, Texas. And is that true or not true? Count 2 alleges that you failed to report to the probation office as directed by mail for all of 2024, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, and August of 2025. And is that true or not true? Speak up. Count 3 alleges that you failed to immediately report to the probation officer your change of address. Is that true or not true? Count 4 alleges that you failed to immediately report to your probation officer that arrest for tampering or fabricating physical evidence with intent to impair. And does the state wish to amend that?
Yes, we do, Judge, up in Dallas County as well.
Any objection
No.
to making that Dallas County? All right, so the allegation is that you didn't report the arrest from Dallas County to your probation officer. Is that true or not true? Count 5 alleges that you possessed a drug, methamphetamine, August 9th, 2025. Should that be in Jefferson County or Dallas County?
Dallas. I believe that's gonna be Dallas County as well.
Any objection to making that?
No.
So the allegation in count 5 is, again, that you possessed methamphetamine in Dallas County, Texas, August 9th of 2025. And is that true or not true? Count 6 alleges that you failed to provide verification of performing the community service hours as required. Is that true or not true? I'm sorry? Count 7 alleges that you were at a location other than at your residence at approximately 12:12 a.m., August 9th of 2025. And is that true or not true? Count 8 alleges that you failed to pay your court-assessed fees as directed as of August 26, 2025. You were $268 behind. Is that true or not true? Okay. Did you enter your pleas of true to counts 2 and 7 freely and voluntarily? And did you plead true to those counts because they're actually true? All right, then I'm going to find counts 2 and 7 true, find sufficient evidence to revoke your probation. However, I'm going to reset your case for a sentencing hearing where the state can bring any evidence with regard to any prior, those offenses if you wish to. I need to know if you intend, I guess, on having officers, how long you expect that to take. And then we'll get it set for a hearing. I'll get an updated pre-sentence report and we will go forward.